already put it. I hope it was filmed. My face expression was filmed too, because that was aggressive. Yeah. Hello, my honey bunny darling sweetheart. My name is Bella and Graf, and it's nice to see you here. Today I wanna have some sort of conversation because I feel like that's really important to me, and I'm going through a pain, to be honest, and I know that things will be so much better in the future, in a bright future, and I just wanna later I just wanna rewatch this video and remind myself that even this was past. I'm grieving about a person who is alive, because I did not lose love of my life. I lost my best friend. But in fact, I did also lose love of my life. And from the beginning, I knew we were karmic to each other. How? Because we were seeing each other in different places, in different timings, in different situations, in different surroundings. We were in the same buildings at the same time. And that was mysterious to me from the beginning. And when our ways get along together, I also knew that everything was unavoidable, and what happened is happened. And I took some notes because my first video, in my opinion, was too long, and it's easier to me as well. I want to say that my friends might hate me for this video because they want me to act cold, they want me to act nonchalant, they want me to act speechless, and I might get why. Because in this world, mostly people want to keep their faces, that they never want to show that they are going through a pain. But me, myself, I think it's okay to speak up. And today I woke up and chose not violence. I woke up and I allowed myself to be, to feel, and to heal as loud as I want, because this is my life and I'm gonna do whatever I want with it and whatever helps me to get better. And I do realize why my friend wants me to act in a certain way, but I will never act in a certain way just because people want me to see. And I still do love my friends for this kind of support too, because they also have some motivation of keeping my face towards people too, because showing that you are going through a pain is kind of weakness in our world, isn't it? Everyone is so heartless, isn't it? But we all know that we all are human. We have emotions, we have hearts, we have minds, we have souls, and that's okay. And I truly hate when people say, Bella, you're so strong, Bella, you're such a strong human being, because deep down, I don't think so. I don't choose things that are happening to me. I just go through it. And I think, if we think this way, I think all people are strong enough. Nobody chooses anything that they are gonna face. We all just go through it. And the strongest thing is to show up for yourself, I think. Strongest thing is to not let this pain to make you become that person or situations that hurt you. I think this is a power. And I'm not nonchalant. In fact, I'm totally opposite. In fact, I'm anxious. In fact, I'm really emotional. In fact, I'm empathetic. Yeah. And I remember from the beginning, he used to say that, Bella, oh, I'm so afraid to hurt you. Bella, I don't want to hurt you. And I remember I just said, then try not to. It is just simple, in my opinion. And while that person, he knew me as no one, because I showed my soul as deep as I can. I did it as much as I can. I allowed to myself to show. I allowed to that person to see. And that's the thing. And while he knew that I was so emotional and anxious and everything, he still kept acting the way he did. And to be real, I never understood why I was staying. But in the end of the day, it's my first conscious adult love and longest. And he always knew that I never had proper relationships, and maybe he did not ever expected anything from me, but in some certain way I felt like he was expecting me to act in certain way in situations where I have never been. And that is just not me, because I've never been in these situations, and he knew it. And yeah, also another thing I never understood was why whenever he had depressive episodes, he just needed emotional support, and that was okay with it. Everything was okay with it. But whenever I needed emotional support, when I was going through my depressive phases, he was calling it codependent relationships. Bella, it's not okay, we're getting addicted to each other. Bella, it's not good. Bella, we have lives, we have to live our separate lives. And I don't want commitment, right? And I just never understood that. And in the moment, he asked me, how can I help you, right? And I was not really wanting to talk, mostly because I know how to get along with my life. But one thing I also knew is just that I need support. I need emotional appearance, physical, emotional appearance. I remember when I used to say that I just need a hug, it was causing some sort of argument, it was causing some sort of problems, and I hated that, because why would I feel bad for just needing emotional support as a hug? And it felt like I was pushing him to do it, but I never wanted anyone to push, press someone to love me? No, what the fuck? There is a phrase in Russian, I don't know how to translate it. It said, "Насильно мил не будешь," which means abusively you're not gonna be cute, you're not gonna make anyone love you. And that is so real, right? And oh my god, yeah. And if my friends seeing this, if his friends seeing this, one thing I want to say that please do not hate on anyone, especially on him, because what is happening in people's business, it's people's business, and maybe it will look like, but you are bringing this business here. And I'm gonna say that I'm not exposing anything, I'm not name dropping, I'm not doing anything wrong, in my opinion. I'm just doing things which will help me to heal faster and better. And as I said, I have free will, and he's really a good human being. Maybe he's a good friend. Yeah, he's a good friend, and I wish him all the best. I wish him all the success. I wish him health, and mostly I wish him to find peace with himself and best life, because you were love of my life, but you were not mine, and you were a wonderful experience, what I'm gonna say. And there is a certain messages by this video that you cannot push anybody to love you, even if you did not promise anything to anybody. You are responsible for results of actions that you do. You cannot just say that I never wanted to be together and I never promised anything. I'm not lying. He never promised me anything. He's not lying too. It's just, you have to know that it doesn't matter how much you love the person. It doesn't matter if you want to bring the whole world to him. Because if this person does not want you, he will not be with you. And you don't want anyone. You don't have power to control whole situation, because relationships is built as a structure by two persons. It cannot build structure of it cannot build by a single human, right? And I just also want to say that it's kind of feels weird how it ended. Thank you so much. Bye.